IVM.
TFG Football is an IVM production, and you can also check out their other awesome shows like Simplified, a show that explains intense topic from around the world and simplifies it for you so that you can appear cooler in front of your friends.
You're listening to TFG Football.
Hello and welcome everyone. It's a new episode of the TFG Football Podcast, and today we have a lot of news and new friendly matches to talk about emerging from there, and a lot of places. The first half we'll be talking about East Bengal took on FC Pune City. Interesting now, since we have two leagues simultaneously happening and big teams are there in both the leagues, so they are playing among each other. Yesterday we mentioned Chennai will be playing a friendly against Aizawl. So a lot of interesting stuff. Kevin nodding his head. Are you nodding in head in Khalid Jamil's way, or you're just nodding in head because it's a good thing that they're playing against each other?
No, that's the thing. Khalid Jamil is playing. When Khalid Jamil plays, he's not the only one who's in action. He sends his friends across to other training pitches to get some more information about his own team, for the benefit of his own team. So just thinking, something like that did happen? No.
Well, what is this? I mean, they won the CFL and everything, but they're losing out on all the friendly games. They lost against Pune City. So I think Model will be a happy man.
See, these are all competitions which they don't pay too much attention to. This third division, second division, it's okay. They're looking at the big picture. That's what it is for East Bengal. They're trying ways and means to get to that highest level, and CFL is a good start. The pre-season friendlies, everybody wants to play East Bengal. I think they are the ones who are playing almost against every ISL team.
Yeah. Now, Chiranjit, do you have news for us? Some more of banter and East Bengal fans invading, because you are the guy who pays more attention on that bit.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. This is becoming a bit embarrassing for East Bengal. Although, look, this is the third match they're playing in 6 days. Right, and they just traveled to Pune and immediately they went in and played that closed door friendly and lost 2-1. Yeah, so it's not like they are preparing for a match as they would, and I don't think Pune City also would be like strategizing and preparing themselves for a competitive match. So this is friendly game. They rotate things around. And, once you are not playing your best defense, you might just concede 2-3 goals at quick succession. Then you just change it all up and things become different. It's all about trying each other out. 2-1 final score, FC Pune City won. East Bengal, yesterday we were talking about penalties. Even in the friendly match, they got a penalty and, Alamna scored that penalty. But what was the funniest part about that match was that Pune City really wanted it to be closed door, just like Bengaluru FC. And actually, I had even spoken to Mr. Modwell before, this is happening in Bengaluru, and he said, not going to happen with us. We're going to be, completely closed door. So what happened is that some East Bengal fans in Pune turned up at the stadium. And the match was happening and everything was closed down. Of course, they were not allowed in. So they found this one gate where the shutters were not fully drawn down. Okay, like it was a shutter like a dukaan ki tarah shutter tha. It was not fully down and there was some space right at the bottom. So they were crouching down, and from under that small gap in the shutter, they were watching the whole match. So that's passion for you, man. that's being there for the team. Even though the team cannot see them, the team doesn't know they're there. They're there for the team. I think this is taking the whole thing to a new level of banter and just commitment, man. I'm props to these guys.
But it's not helping the team at all.
This is more of a
only if they knew it.
Different level in spy games. They're just trying to spy on others.
Of course, Khalid Jamil does not need to spy on this game because he's there with the team inside the pitch. He can watch it. But this is what shows true passion, man. Like, my team is playing, I want to go see. I want to be there. And this was not like, it was not happening early in the afternoon either. This was happening, I think, under floodlights in the evening. So yeah, they turned up and they were there. for their team. I don't know what else you can do in a closed door situation.
Well, all you can do is not go for it because it's been said that it's closed door.
Who the hell, who is responsible for closing the door? If the door is not fully closed, it's fair game. Fans will always want to see their team play, and it's natural for them to want that. If some clubs, you see them going to like extreme lengths just to be there where the team is playing, because that's how much they value the team. And in some clubs, you see fans here closed door and they don't even turn up. That's another way of showing support for the team.
I think all the while we've only heard about East Bengal fans doing all this, because we heard in the Bengaluru game somebody reached the tower of the floodlights. Somebody shot a picture from there itself. So they are everywhere. They are at Bengaluru, they are at Pune, they are at I don't know where they are playing next. I think they have a well-spread network.
They will be playing this guy. yeah. Obviously, East Bengal and Mohun Bagan fans are everywhere. Now Mohun Bagan will go play FC Goa. They will also play Pune City. All of that is gonna happen, and let's see how many of them stay closed doors despite all their efforts.
Yeah, well, a lot of this is yet another show that's going to turn out to be only based out of from Calcutta, though we are in the studio at the moment. Because the other news is that ATK Junior team has won the 3rd division of CFL, the Calcutta Football League, and has worthwhile qualified for the 2nd division. Good for them. It's showing good progress and showing something that they are doing even at the grassroots level. So I think it's good for the boys.
Yeah, well, they actually put some effort behind the team this time. First, they did not care about it at all. This time, they took a few weeks to put together some good players, and of course, at that level, it's mostly an under 18 team, or let's say under 20 maximum. So people who hear ATK, the moment they hear the name, they want to come and play, because ATK is a big team from the city. 3rd division is the 5th tier, by the way. And CFL said okay, you can come and play, and they had the option of playing directly at the top division, which is Premier Division A, with the other biggies, but they chose not to. They made sure that under no circumstances they will be playing East Bengal or Mohun Bagan or Mohammedan Sporting in the near future. That's why they put a junior team inside that CFL in as low as they could go. So yeah, it's good. Now ATK Juniors are playing in 2nd division, which is the 4th tier. If they keep winning in 5 years, they might be in a position where they will play against East Bengal and Mohun Bagan. So yeah, congratulations to them.
I think it's a right way to go for ATK there, because starting off with your local leagues is the best way to get in progress for your team.
Not really.
Why not?
Because they had the opportunity to play right at the top.
So but why would you want your
team?
Why would
when you don't choose to go and take the direct entry level, and you work your way progressively, come up to the ranks and winning the divisions with the same team? It's not a team that is put together.
Fifth tier is not a respectable place.
They're coming on top, right? If you're talking, if they would have played in the top division and taken that opportunity, saying, okay, we'll take the top tier because we've given it, you would have different opinion, because you would have said, oh, they've earned, even if they would have gone. Imagine if the situation is very hypothetical. If they would have won the league, they would have been, directly aa gaya and then playing. So this is like a better way of not taking that.
I would have completely applauded them, because they would have showed the guts to play against East Bengal and Mohun Bagan.
So they will soon now, just like you said, they've been qualifying every year.
In 4-5 years, if they keep winning.
Yeah, when we're talking about ISL, this is great progress, because we've not seen any other team other than FC Pune City trying to put out a team in tournaments where other clubs and academies are playing.
But then you need to understand what CFL 3rd division is. It's a they don't even have half the teams that play over there don't even have matching socks. Okay, it's not a.
That's
not
pretty okay. I feel when you're trying to get your fans together, getting at the lowest level at the tier.
Have you? Okay, when was the last time you heard the ATK Twitter handle or Facebook page mentioning ATK Juniors?
No, let's
They
not
don't
get
even
into the
mention it.
marketing part of it. Main
Not
thing
marketing. They sweep it under the rug. This is because if they want to be from Kolkata, they have to play in CFL. And just to like tick that box, they stuck a junior team in a division which nobody really cares about. And these are the players they have. I was talking to somebody about it. It seems like they could have played in let's say the third tier or something, but they went down to fifth tier because of the ATK brand name. So it's not helping build anybody. It's not really creating anything. If you have the chance to play at a higher level, you play there. You don't
obviously
just go
if they
down
have
to the
to
fifth
field
tier.
a side in the highest division, they will field the senior team. No, which is not the
Yeah,
case right
maybe,
now.
yeah,
They are
reserve
fielding
team.
a junior
Use the reserve
side.
team.
They are fielding a junior side, which is I think
Why?
doing okay. If they,
Why?
we talked about FC Pune City.
Keep the junior side for the youth leagues. CFL is not a junior league. You know, even the lower divisions are open to senior teams.
No,
So
we talked about this that
yeah.
we don't see ISL teams venturing out into tournaments where they can face they can face quality opposition. Now, if Pune City, FC Pune
you
City
think
can play,
fifth tier CFL has quality opposition?
that's what I'm saying. This is a start from the grassroots
No, it's
level,
not
and
a
this
start.
is a way.
They're delaying the start. They will not see proper action until they reach the first division, which is the third tier.
Even FC Pune City is playing the PDFA. That again shows that they want to connect with the crowd there. Obviously, you will not have a huge amount of crowd following you at your lowest
PDFA
level.
top. They're playing the PDFA top. Bengaluru plays Bengaluru Super Division. Mumbai FC, I don't know what they're playing anymore, but when they played the Elite Division. They went for it. They went for the crown. They did not just choose to go down.
No. It's not a step backwards. It's a step forward for them because they are starting off at a level where most ISL teams haven't even touched upon. If we talk about anything other than FC Pune City, ATK is the only team who's playing at that level.
Not really. Nobody has touched it because it's so low. It's like 10 guys are in my locality. We say let's go and play, and 3 of them turn out to be good players, and suddenly you win the 7th tier, in 6th tier, and then you play in the 5th tier. That's what the CFL 5th tier is. It's so low. Clubs that have a national presence never go that far below.
Yeah, so
you
it's
have
not,
to be really bad to be there.
Yeah, whatever it is, they might be the team that they field. It might be bad. That's why they're starting
that's
up.
What I'm saying,
it's not the senior players from the ATK who are playing at that division, right? So it's a good opportunity
No,
for the
not.
boys
They don't
who
have
are
to.
playing.
They can
Exactly.
field the B side.
Yeah, so exactly. So the boys that are playing at the moment and who won, whoever that is, to respect to them, but they've got a good chance to showcase their whatever it is, whether it's a bad opponent or whatever.
You don't showcase anything at that level.
So they're coming up to the level. They will come up the level. It will take time, but they will.
Yeah,
so ATK
maybe
chose to
they
not.
will.
So I think if I don't know, this will go and it's like not a logical argument from both the sides. So let's just move on with this because we need to slip into a short break. Coming out on the other side is we had a lot of news from the stadiums that are now have attitude because they've hosted the World Cup. So the prices have increased. So we'll talk about that and more on the other side.
Hi, I'm May, and I'm a huge fan of the indie music scene in our country. A scene that's relatively underground, even though it sometimes speaks its head overground, but there's no shortage of talent, and I get the privilege of interviewing some of the most awesome musicians on my show. I've had the likes of Euphoria, Krish Kale, Hardcore, Randolph Correa. I've had singer-songwriters, folk singers, electronic music producers, playback singers, rappers, fusion artists, instrumentalists, classical musicians, and so on. Whether mainstream or not, these people have chosen to release their original music, and these are the people currently shaping the direction in which our music scene is heading. Join me on my show every Monday and tune in to discover the unique talent coming out of India today. You can catch Made in India on your favorite podcasting app or our very own IVM podcast app.
Hello and welcome back. We have here is, as I said before slipping into the break, we spoke about a lot of things, and the stadiums now who have hosted the respective World Cup matches are going to throw up even more money if you want to play there. Chiranjit, more news on that?
Okay, so again we are sticking with Kolkata today. I think this is TFG Kolkata Football Podcast, and we
In
are
bracket, Chiranjeev.
hearing that we are
Courtesy.
hearing that the Salt Lake Stadium, because of the huge amount of money that has been spent on renovating it, they're going to ask extra money for hosting matches. I think it might even be in the lakhs, like 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs.
Because Mohan Bagan
so
East Bengal
for-
can afford it.
Yeah, they can. Mohan Bagan paid way more than that for hosting matches at Rabindra Sarovar, which was a shitty situation to deal with. So Mohan Bagan have been trying to renovate their own ground. So some I-League matches will happen on in the Mohan Bagan ground. East Bengal, they still haven't managed to put up their floodlights. They still have a CFL bulb hanging in the stadium over there. So what they have said is that at least at the start of the league, I-League, they will play most of their home matches at the Salt Lake Stadium. Of course, the derby will be at the Salt Lake Stadium. Mohan Bagan will do the same. Maybe towards the end of the season, we will see some matches shift to East Bengal and Mohan Bagan grounds. So what is happening? What was happening till now is that the I-League clubs would get like a full free access kind of a thing to the Salt Lake Stadium. Like they wouldn't have to pay rent; they would just pay for the bill for using the floodlights. So that's what is to happen. They would get the entire stadium for 50,000. Wasn't the case for ATK, and this is one thing I have a beef with. If you're giving East Bengal and Mohan Bagan a big fat discount, do the same for ATK, okay? Or charge everybody the same. It should not be a different. Like you're not differentiating between like a school function or a social sporting event or a state level athletic meet. And something else. All of these are professional clubs, and they should be forced to pay the same price for using the stadium. So now it seems like that's what will happen. All of them will have to pay up. Same thing will happen at Guwahati. From what I'm hearing, the stadium rent is going to go up. So any UFC are in for more expense. Same with FC Goa. Maybe the same with Kerala Blasters. I have no idea what's happening. Delhi Dynamos, not so much, because there hasn't really been that much work necessary in that stadium. That was already a pretty good stadium in the first place. And Mumbai City escaped it because they're not using D.Y. Patil anymore. So that's what's happening with these stadiums. This is one of the burdens that comes with rapid infrastructure development. You spend a lot of money, and then you have to think about recuperating it, and then you start charging a lot of money. Same thing that happened with the Greenfield Stadium in Trivandrum. They are just so expensive now because they've spent so much money on the stadium, is that only BCCI can afford it. Football has just not gone back there at all.
Yeah, well, a lot of things happen when you're trying to get the world into your place. So imagine what will the price be if the same stadiums host the future events that we've bid for. Now that brings us to the end of the show, and if you have a lot of things to say to us, please do in the comments section. And if you're listening to us on YouTube, then like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get updates of our new episode. Now before we say goodbye, we'll just let you know what's coming up in the near week, that we'll be starting the previews of all the ISL and the I-League teams. So each episode will have one ISL team and one I-League team. Do follow the TFG Football Twitter handle to get updates of everything Indian football. Do read the website, thefangrass.com, where everything what you read about football. That's all, guys. You can talk to us directly on Chiranjeet, and if you want, you can talk to us directly on Twitter. And if you really want to hear Kevin talk about the stadium issues, you can talk to him. He's on Twitter as Boza_Kevin. Chiranjeet Oja, Siju Matthew 94. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. Cheers.
That was Tantrik Steve from Hansraj College, Delhi, performing at IIT Bombay's Mood Indigo. Just like them, there's a lot of new talent and art coming out of colleges all across India. But unfortunately, most of this goes completely unnoticed or ignored. To fix this, we started ATKT.in. Hi, I'm Ankur. I'm a musician and a rapper. And I found that one of the best things about being an artist myself is finding new talent. Through ATKT.in, Tanya, my colleague who's a dancer, and our whole team really is putting all of our efforts into discovering and promoting all the coolest talent that's coming out of colleges all across India. And this goes up on our website, our social media, TV, radio, and now, of course, this podcast with IVM. Make sure you go to our website, support the talent with your likes, your shares, your comments. All of that really matters. Go ahead, check it out. ATKT.in.
एक्सक्यूज मी भैया, एक्सक्यूज मी।
बोलिए मैडम।
मेन्यू में क्या है?
मेन्यू में सीन अनसीन है, पॉडकास्ट है, ऑन कोर्स है, साइरस है, मेड इन इंडिया, रीडिस्कवरी प्रोजेक्ट, एम्पावरिंग सीरीज, सेक्स वैक्स है, IVM लाइक्स है, सिंप्लीफाइड है, कीपिंग इट क्वियर है, ड्रिंक्स एंड डेस्टिनेशंस है, माय नेबर सकरबर्ग है और द फैन गराज है। आपको क्या चाहिए?
एक बार रिपीट कर देंगे क्या?
रिपीट नहीं करता हम। आप जाओ IVMpodcast.com पे और सुनो ये सब, या फिर डाउनलोड करो उनका ऐप, सब आपकी उंगलियों पे।